Hello everybody, so I'm back. We're going to finish our little bear today. He's all dry and he's ready to go. I've just painted his eyes, so they'll be ready and nice and dry. I've looked him up. He had orange eyes, but they had a slight dark tinge to them. So what I've done is I've painted these two, hand painted these two, which were very bright orange, and I've just toned them slightly down with a little bit of black paint to give them the more brown effect, so it's not quite as orange, and they look a bit more like the original eyes would have done. The boys are all relaxing. Nick's watching Superman with Rupert. Toby's upstairs chatting to his friends, and Charlie's doing his homework, bless him. So yes, it's just me and my bear, and I'm going to finish this for you today. So we'll put his eyes in and we'll stitch him back together again, and then he'll be fully restored. So the first thing I'm going to do is dry his eyes with a hairdryer, just so they dry nice and quickly, because I've literally just painted them. And then I will be back and we will pop them in and give him back his face. Okay, we're back and we're just going to put his eyes in now. I can see the original holes here, so I'm just going to make them a bit bigger with a knitting needle, and then pop the eye in the hole. And then pop on the back. These are safety eyes, these eyes, so there's no risk of these ones coming out. They're not glass. Oh, hello. And then we're going to do the same on this side. Just make sure they're in the right place, so they look like they are. Toby walking across the barn lounge. We have some little eyes. Okay, so his eyes are in, as you can see. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff his head with some of his original stuffing. And then we need to stuff his body, and then we will attach his head to his body, because obviously, as before, his legs are attached to the outside of the body. So we'll do the head. I'll speed you up for this bit. And then you'll get to see him nice and fat again. Okay, so his body's all stuffed. He's got his little head and his body's back. And I'm now just going to stuff his limbs. And again, I'll speed you up so you haven't got to watch. Okay, so we're back. We've got our fully stuffed little bear. So I'm just going to attach his head to his body and then slowly put his limbs on. There's not going to be much talking today because I'm sewing a lot, and I've got eyes. My eyes are full of K-block, even though I wore glasses and my mask. Oh, this stuff is awful, but it works. It's a really, really good, it's a traditional bear filling, so I like to use it, but wow, it's not great. Whew. But I'm going to start stitching his head on, and you can watch and you'll see him all back together at the end of this video. Okay, so he's all back together again. He just now needs his ears put back on, which I'm going to do in a minute. And then we're going to just define his face a little bit. So we'll pull his nose out a bit and give him back his nose and put his ribbon back on, and he's all ready to go home. Okay, so he's all done. He's all put back together again. He feels a lot stronger now. I've ironed his little ribbon, which I shall put on at the end. I'm about to stitch his nose back on, but first of all I just need to push some of the stuffing through into his nose where it's got caught at the back. So you're just going to push it through with a big needle to fill his head out a bit more. And then I'm going to stitch him on his new nose, and I've just got to make his little waistcoat, and he will be finished. So I'll do his nose now, and then yeah, just the waistcoat to go. Okay, so he's all back together again, looking much happier with himself. He's got his little eyes and he's got a nose. You can't really see very well in the camera, but it's there. And he's a lot stronger. His limbs are back on, so he's feeling like he's ready for another 50 years, I think. So now all I need to do is make his little jacket. So I've got some tweed here. He's going to have a little tweed jacket. And I've got his original buttons, so we're going to use what were his eyes onto his little tweed jacket. So he's got a waistcoat. And normally I'd draw my own patterns for their clothes, but I thought today I'd use this book, which I got quite a while ago. It's Toys from the Tales of Beatrix Potter, and it's basically how to make the Beatrix Potter characters. So it's great. So what I've got here is Tom Kitten's suit, and I think this is going to fit this little bear. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller, but I think this will be just about right. And I've got some nice tweed here, which I'm going to use to make the little jacket. So hopefully that should come out quite nice, and he'll have his little tweed jacket with his buttons on it. So I'm going to do that now, and yeah, you can watch how I do it. I'm safe wasting it. These are Rupert's scribbles. We don't like to use his drawings, the ones that he likes, but these scribbles we keep. So I'm just going to go over this. I'm going to trace over it so I've got a rough idea what I'm looking at, and then I cut it out and put it onto the fabric, and we'll see if we can recreate this little suit for the bear. It looks just about the right size, I think. So I think it'd be quite a good fit. we'll see. Draw it out. Okay, so that's the back, and here we have the arms. We need 2 of these. And here we have the sides, the actual waistcoat part of it. So it'd be great if this works, because as I say, I've not used the book before, so I got it a while back. Okay, I'll cut those out and we shall see. Okay, so I've got my tiny waistcoat. Now I'm just going to check that it's going to fit in roughly, which I think it will. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now I'm going to stitch all around the edges to fold them in to make it nice and neat, and then we'll stitch it together and we will see what it looks like.